It's Lisa from daynaaugustnails and welcome back to the channel. We're doing another set on my mom. This was her previous set. I did record it. You should be, oh dear, squeaky toilet seat because I've been exiled to the bathroom. This is actually my second take because the baby woke up. Anyway, she had a little bit of lifting. I removed it. I reshaped. She's loving the tapered square, but we have decided not to go any longer than this. So, dehydrator of the Mia Secret variety. I have not switched to the Young Nails swipe yet. Give me a minute. Bottle's not empty yet. 2 coats of the Young Nails protein bond. Really scrub it in there. Drying in between coats, of course. And then I will go in with Gershion's base coat. Very thin layer. 30 seconds in the lamp once I've applied it on all the nails. And you're going to see how I prep my brush. So this base coat is not the Gershion's base coat. This is actually Young Nails manicure base. I use it and I keep dabbing my bristles in and out and pressing it flat, and then you can see the bristles softening, and that's how I prep my brush to get ready. I've switched from Gershion's dark pink, which was what I used in the first set, and I'm using Gershion's natural pink, which is so much prettier, you know? Now approaching the tester nail, the pinky, as it were, with caution. I place that bead just under the cuticle, and I just go straight to center cuticle. Then I go down the left cuticle and bring it down the side wall all the way to the free edge, keeping the bulk of the product in the center of the nail, as you can see. Then I go back to center cuticle, then down to right cuticle, down the side walls, and then to the free edge. And then I then start pushing that center product into place, building the tiniest apex, and really giving the nail its shape here. And every time you see me take away my brush, I'm going into the base coat. And this is my preferred solution to move the polygel. I used to use half and half, half alcohol, half acetone. I used to use full-on acetone. What I noticed is that when you saturated your brush, you would end up with a bit of the liquid on the nail, right? And you don't wipe it away because the gel's uncured. So you stick it in the lamp. Well, when it cures, it evaporates the acetone or whatever liquid solution, and then that ends up leaving little craters in the nail. And I hated that. So, yeah. This is color number 4. A very true to, flesh tone. Like it really stayed with my mom. But the viscosity was a little on the softer side. There's a reason why we're going from the middle finger, because that ring finger was a moment it was a learning curve. Yes. I'm sorry for the blurry footage, but center cuticle, right side wall, all the way to the free edge. I'm sorry, left side wall, all the way to the free edge. Center cuticle again, right cuticle, all the way down to the side walls, all the way down to the free edge, focusing product in the center. And then because this viscosity is a little softer than the natural pink, I'm able to really brush it on there. But yeah, man, that ring finger was not forgiving. So I'm gonna file, remove the bulk of the product, seal the cuticle, reshape, get my free edge nice and crispy. I'm gonna do all that off camera, but I'm going from hand to hand, fingers curing in the lamp for 60 seconds on low heat. And it actually takes me more than 60 seconds to do each nail, so there's no time wasted here. Yeah, man, that's, polygel for you. So, giving the nails a good cleanse. This is when I use the swipe, and everything fast forward, we're all like finish filed and so on, which I just do with a 5-in-1 and a crosscut bit and a sanding band. So all the nails that are going to do a full cover of color, I apply protein bond to, and we're using Born Pretty stamping gel, Violet. And this is the nail that I'm going to be recreating. Shout out to the creator. This is stamping gel. You know what? You can't go too thick on this. This is crazy pigmented. A little goes a very long way. So I'm using this old Model 1's number 6 gel brush. Tried and true. When it's broke, I'll throw it out. Do you know what I mean? I have some Macart brushes, but I really like this brush. And I'm just applying this to the cuticle. And you know what? This is so pigmented, man. You do not need a lot at all. And I cure for a full 60 seconds in between. I did this to the thumb, the pinky, and the index, I think, on the right hand, and then I switched the colors to different fingers on the other hand. Now, on the other 2 fingers on each hand, I'm going to do sort of like a swirl of violet, as you can see. So I took care of the cuticle area, made sure it was nice and neat, and then I took my Moreca brush, and then I'm going to really draw the rest of the shape, and then I'm going to take that gel brush again and fill in the rest. But I want her to look like she grows purple nails in her spare time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So here's that number 6 coming back in for the fill-in. Curing for 60 seconds. Did I do 2 coats? I think I may have. Yes, I did do 2 coats because I did one thinnest coat ever. So on the other nail, the violet goes down toward the free edge. So cuticle, then free edge, you alternate it. You know what I mean? And these are the 2 nails that I applied the Gershion's number 4, that real flesh tone color. So then I'm going to take Lavender Violets number 11. That was Model 1's 8008 from some really small 5 ml bottles that I got when I first started my nail journey in 2019. This is a really beautiful, like fluorescent pink color. It's real summer vibes. But I was going for a bright pinky coral. As you could see from the inspo pic, I need to put the inspo pic up a second time, maybe toward the end, so like we can decide. I didn't say the creator's name because I didn't want to botch it. So I'll just put it up again. You can see who that is. Anyway, I'm mixing this color, right? Now, oh, I'm such a liar. I didn't put violet on 3 fingers. I put violet on 2 fingers, and then I put this mix on one of the fingers. Doy, Lisa. Make it make sense. Went right back to that Model 1's number 6. I did a very thin coat of this. And fun fact, it was a bit on the jelly side, but even so, it only took 2 coats. Here goes the second coat, and you can really see that color come alive. Oh, it was a reddy, pinky coral, like a deep coral. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't have a color like this. I do love mixing colors. One time I thought I was going to get like a color wheel, and then I decided not to get the color wheel because I was like, man, not for nothing. I took art in high school. Junior high and senior high, arts and craft, art and design. Do you know what I mean? Like, so colors, mixing, it's kind of the thing you don't forget. Was there a learning curve slightly when it came to mixing different substances like acrylic powder and gel and polygel? Definitely, but the same rules apply. So as you can see, I'm doing the reverse, using that pinky reddy coral to do something at the cuticle, something at the free edge. This, I did 2 coats of this. I remember now I did 2 coats of every single thing that I did, curing for 60 seconds in between, working hand from hand and so on. Now everything's all cured, right? I'm going to take some gold flake. Now, you know why that's moving so much? It's because it was hot in the house and we needed a fan, okay? So I'm taking my Moreca brush, dipping it in some of that manicure base gel, and I'm just using that to get that foil to lay very flat. And I ain't no fool, okay? I know for sure that I need to get this flat, so that when I apply the top coat, we don't have any problems, okay? And because I'm using the base coat, I did definitely cure this for 30 seconds. Please do not over cure your base coat. It's 30 seconds, man. If you go and you over cure that, man, I'm telling you, I've seen some very cloudy base coats, some yellow base coats. Like, don't do it to yourself. Now, busting out the spider gel, right? Did you see how messy that jar looks like? You know who not cleaning it? This girl. Yeah. So, her set, the original artist in question, love your work. You're an amazing artistic unicorn. She had put spider gel on, I think, all of the nails, but I just opted to do it on the accent nails. I need a better spider gel, but I ain't about to buy one, okay? I'm going to probably have these until I can't do nails no more. Curing that for 30 seconds, actually 60. Fun fact, you don't even need to wipe spider gel. You can just cure it in there, it's just I could have put it on the top coat, but I didn't want like the texture. My mom's weird about textures. Anyway, I top coated with Gershion's and then cured for a full 60 seconds. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.